My girlfriend just gave birth to our first child. I know I'm not the biological father, and I revealed I knew as soon as she gave birth. I found out at 6 months when her ex-coworker messaged me on LinkedIn. He sent screenshots of their Venmo history going back 18 months. $180 for our weekend getaway at the coast. $95 for morning after my treat. $220 for that hotel you love. Every transaction had some inside joke I wasn't part of. I reverse searched the hotel from her Instagram story that weekend. The Seaside Inn, $340 a night. She told me she was at her sister's bachelorette party in Portland. Her sister got married 3 years ago. I sat in my car outside our apartment for 2 hours that day, just staring at my phone. We'd been together for 4 years, lived together for 2. I had a ring hidden in my toolbox in the garage. $4,800, took me 8 months to save for it. White gold with a princess cut diamond, exactly what she showed me on her Pinterest board a year ago. I didn't confront her. Instead, I started documenting everything. I opened a separate account at a different bank, Wells Fargo, instead of our shared Chase account. Moved $8,000 from our joint savings over 3 weeks, $500 at a time so she wouldn't notice. Changed my direct deposit, started keeping receipts for everything I paid for. Took photos of her calendar, her phone bills, everything. The guy sent me 3 more messages that week, each one more detailed. Dates, times, places. He said he couldn't keep lying anymore, that his therapist told him he needed to come clean. I told him to delete everything and not contact me again. Then I screenshot it all and sent it to my lawyer. The whole pregnancy, I played the excited dad. Went to every single appointment, all 14 of them. Painted the nursery gray and white like she wanted. Spent $340 at Home Depot on supplies. Assembled the $600 crib she picked out from Pottery Barn. Took me 4 hours because the instructions were in Swedish. Let her parents throw us a baby shower that cost them $2,000. Her mom kept hugging me and saying how lucky her daughter was to have found such a good man. Her dad pulled me aside and said he always knew I'd be a great father. I just smiled and said I was the lucky one. I helped her register at Target. We picked out $200 worth of stuff. Bottles, diapers, a $300 stroller she insisted we needed. She made me scan everything while she sat in the nursing chair taking photos for Instagram. Every night I'd lie next to her while she talked about our future. What kind of parents we'd be. Whether the baby would have my eyes or her smile. If we'd need to move to a bigger place when he turned 2. She even made a Pinterest board called Our Little Family with 847 pins. I counted them. I hired a lawyer at 7 months. Paid him $2,500 up front, another $2,000 retainer. He said to wait until after the birth for maximum legal advantage, something about establishing paternity rights and avoiding complications. I nodded and took notes like I was studying for an exam. Labor started at 2:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. Her water broke all over our new $800 Casper mattress. We got to the hospital by 3:30. I timed every contraction for 14 hours. Held her hand through all of it. Let her squeeze so hard she left nail marks that lasted 3 days. The nurses kept saying what a supportive partner I was. One of them said, "He hasn't left your side once. You're so blessed." She smiled at me and mouthed, "I love you," for the last time. When they finally placed him in her arms at 5:23 p.m., she looked at me with tears running down her face and said, "We made something perfect." He had dark curly hair. I have straight blonde hair. She has straight brown hair. Her ex-coworker's LinkedIn photo showed dark curly hair and the exact same nose. That's when I pulled out my phone. I'd had the screenshot ready for 3 months, saved in a hidden folder. The Venmo payment from him dated exactly 9 months and 2 weeks before today. $95 for morning after my treat. I texted it to her phone. Watched her face change as she read it. The color drained in seconds. Then I said, loud enough for the nurse to hear, "Congratulations. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to meet his son." I walked out of that hospital room while she was still holding the baby, her mouth open but no sound coming out. My lawyer filed the papers electronically at 9:15 p.m. that same night. Emailed me the confirmation at 11:47 p.m. with the subject line, "Done." She called 43 times before midnight, left 12 voicemails, each one more desperate. Her sister showed up at my Holiday Inn at 1 a.m. banging on the door, screaming that I was a monster. I didn't answer any of it. I just sat there on the $89 a night bed eating $6 gas station pizza and watching SportsCenter, thinking about the ring still hidden in my toolbox.